Okay, so we tried this thing. We tried being reasonable. It didn't work out. I made an entire video, 2 leagues, didn't get to cast Cultivator Colossus even a single time. I'm done. I'm done with this being reasonable thing. It's time to double, or I guess triple down on this nonsense, okay? So, we're gonna be casting this motherfucker. And we're gonna see whether it's good or not. Will it be good? Doubt it. Maybe, maybe not. But there's only one way to find out. And there's no way that science has gone even remotely far enough. Okay? So this is what we're going to be doing today. Mana base was adjusted to have more castles because I want to be making it to 6 and 7 mana now. So castle's fantastic. Cavern of Souls because I want to make sure that this bad boy is as uncounterable as humanly possible. And besides that, it doesn't matter. I'm just grabbing cards at random and throwing them in there because I don't care. This is all that we care about. And today, it's gonna happen. I will not take no for an answer. This guy will be cast, and we will know today whether it's good or not. So, stay tuned, because we're gonna cultivate today. Today, we're cultivating, alright? So, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get colossal, alright? Alright, this is what we signed up for. Chat, give me your energy. Breathe that bounce land energy in. Be one with the bounce land. Be one with that bounce land. Breathe the bounce land in. Breathe the bounce land out. Opponent's name Linkmoth Nexus, and they are indeed playing Affinity. This is like impossible to. Oh, I think I messed this up. I had to go. Because now I don't have double green. Because this enters untapped. God damn it. Is it an upside or is it a downside that this enters tapped, you know? I don't even know anymore. I like playing Gracer. I think I'm playing Gracer. Like, it's not that I need the ramp, right? Like, if I find a bounce land, I'm gonna have more than enough mana. But now, any tapped land means... Oh no, wait a second. If I had waited, I just play Sunhome for turn. Yeah, it would have been better for me to hold on to the land. Okay. Any land off the top. Any land off the top. I want Colossus to be good so badly. Just love the art. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Need a deck tech on my John Saga list for Vegas. Alright. There is a deck tech function here in the chat. Jegantha. Any land? Like, this is almost a land, but it's not quite a land, if you know what I'm saying here. So we're blocking the might. Taking 5/8. So we're dead next turn. So any land, then we win. Any land, then we win. Any non-land, then we lose. That's a land. Do 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 do. We actually want the double strike land to remain untapped. Do 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 do. So just haste both of these bad boys, kill my opponent, you know, just did the usual drill. Just the usual drill. I guess that we don't care about this. Swing. 30, 30, 32 you. 30, 30, 32 you. Coming in for 32. I hope your face is ready. Hope your face is ready. 'Cause you're taking 32. Yeah. One out of 10 on the quality of the singing today. From 1 to 10. How are we doing with the singing today? Such an upbeat way to smash face. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Good old upbeat face smashing. 8.5? I'll take it. I'm taking 8.5 any time of the week. I have not cast it yet. But today we're casting it. Not right now, but... Alright, Affinity. These look good. This looks good. These look good. This looks bad. They probably have this rebuke. The only bad thing about getting paired against such a good matchup as Affinity is that I actually have to cut my Colossus. Damn it. Singing ranking should be out of 6 so I can give you a 6/6. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we can probably... What are we doing here? Probably cutting one Azusa. Second Cavern. And... one of those. It's actually possible that Engineered Explosives is not even that good. Alright, yes, 100% keep this. So again, we're gonna go turn 1 Crazy Boy. What I would love to see is Castle Garenbrig. Alright, here we go. Ew. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna play Saga turn 1. That was a pretty above average draw there. Maybe second amulet could have been better, but like I'm not even sure that's the case. Opponent's got nothing going on. Just the actual nothingness. Just gonna make a token here. I'm not gonna show my opponent that I have a second amulet in hand, right? There's just no need to. Seems like a hard way to do it. I mean, they have to be able to do stuff here though, right? Like, what kind of hands did my opponent keep? Because they kept 7. How do I get owned here? They can't even tap the Springleaf Tron for mana. Like, Stubborn Denial? They can't wear Tear Me. That just doesn't do anything. They can't Rebuke. They just can't. They can't tap this for blue. They have no creatures. Hello? Yep, they just... It's like I feel I'm missing something here. Oh, Dispatch? Is that what's up? I think it's Dispatch. I think it's Dispatch. Yeah, it's Dispatch. Yeah, but it doesn't even own me. Like, I already have... I have the next Titan set up and ready to go. So, it's not really that big of a deal. So, like, sure, boohoo, you got me, you know, but, like, did my opponent really get me, or... Maybe I should have held on to the Boros Garrison. It's another thing that dies to my Memnite. To my, explosives. This seems just fine, right? I'm just not worried about this. What's... okay, maybe I'm kind of worried about that one. Maybe that one. It's a little bit more worrisome. Please don't find another Saga. Just gonna block with the Construct. That's cool. Yeah, so we're playing this, and I'm playing a fetch land. This means that I can transmit. I can fetch for a breeding pool. That's 2 mana. I explosives and blow everything up. Do I want to do this right now, or do I want to do that next? I think I want to do this right now. Because it means that they have to tap one of their actual creatures instead of just tapping the 0-drop in order to have mana. So I think that doing that main phase is better. So now their mana is just like a little bit more limited. Block. Never understood why Tron plays Chalice and Expedition mapped in the same deck. I don't know. You could have just finished the sentence at I never understand Tron. You could have just finished the sentence right there, and I would have agreed. Actually, do I want to? No, I think I don't want to force. Maybe I force on the end step. I can also just force both of those. So this means they only have 3 mana. Maybe they'll rebuke this, and if they rebuke this, then I guess their hand could be double rebuke. Technically speaking. Looks like it is not. They could have put Jegantha in hand, and they did not, however. They could have put Jegantha in hand, and they didn't. So this gives me +1 mana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can have play green, play Gracer. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It seems like enough to play around Rebuke, and they cannot cast the second Rebuke. So this seems fine. What matchup is Colossus for? If your opponent wants to grind, I'm pretty sure that Colossus is going to outgrind them. If opponent does not want to grind, well, there's that. Maybe Colossus is not that good. And here we want to make sure that we're playing this so it enters tapped and we get to trigger these bad boys. You don't know what these cards are? Yeah, but we have a deck list command for you, BNR, State, and KR. Yeah, sorry, there's no way I can pronounce your name. But yeah, there's a deck list command, so you can check that out in there. You can read what they do. Are you new to Modern? Are you new to the Modern format? So play this thing. Float Colorless. Untap. Play this. Float a blue. Four, 5, 6. No Rebuke Rhino. So we can already haste, so we're definitely going to go for a Growth Chamber here. Can I double haste? If I go... Maybe I can, but like, is it worth it? If I go double Growth Chamber, that is going to be 9 mana, Transmute, play this, play Vesuva, and then I have to copy Stronghold. That does not seem like a good deal. I think I'd rather just have cards that do stuff. So let's just do that instead. All right, my opponent finally decided to show up again, and then they conceded. All right, so I guess that there was that. They just made us wait for like 5 minutes for no reason at all. All right, beating Affinity, unsurprisingly. See you next round. All right, so I guess I'm playing around against Stan from the Dive Down. Unfortunately, oh man, I kind of really want to keep this hand, but like it's just too slow. Like if this were an Azusa, I would probably snap this off, but as is, I have to ship it. Turn to explore. This one looks better. Okay, I'll keep this. Bottom to Luria West. We can go turn 1 Castle, turn 2 Saga Explorer. Uh-oh. Ooh, almost f6. I thought my opponent did stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's totally their turn. It's totally their turn. Like, why would I not f6 right now? Let's see if we get Rhinoed. Okay. Is the current version of Emily currently the strongest version? It is my preferred version. If that helps. Is what I played in the showcase this weekend. You can go on YouTube and you can check out all my videos from all of my matches from then. Second Saga. So play that. Play this as a blocker. Play that. Pass the turn. Okay. Is this lethal? Oh no, they have 2 Rhinos. What am I even saying? Of course it's not lethal. They get 2 Rhinos. Of course it's not lethal. Second amulet. Almost. Amulet of Vigor. So we're gonna need the second green. So this is kind of just a forced play. This is 6 mana. Play this guy. Yes. So I can force a jump here? We force a jump, right? Like this part up until here, this is pretty much scripted. So, oh, I guess I can't force a jump. Never mind. My opponent can trade though, so I attack. My tokens become 3/3s. Then I block. I'm up to. Yeah, so I can't do that. So. What we're gonna have to do is we're definitely getting Radiant Fountain because I need to try to stabilize here, and I think I'm getting a blue source. Just a growth chamber. I think I'm just gonna get a growth chamber here. So we just have to survive, which is not particularly easy. Like we're gonna have 2 3/3 constructs, so I can block, and play another one, but we are probably dead to another outburst, and we're dead to Fire Ice, and we're dead to fucking Brazen Borrower. We may also be dead to Fury. Yeah, we are dead to Fury as well. No, we're not, because I can play the token second. Yeah, so we're not dead to Fury. No, we are. Never mind. Block here. Block. Yeah. No, we are dead to Fury. Never mind. But there really isn't anything that I can do, so. Maybe my opponent will double block with Rhinos? Maybe? Just maybe. They to like have their deck. Yeah, you gotta keep. Let's keep the hope here, right? Honestly, this Gemstone Caverns was the game. Gemstone Caverns was the freaking game right here. Funny that they have split 3 and 1. I mean, unless they have another one. But I'm definitely gonna be doing this, you know? Like this saves me 1 extra point of damage. If they have another Fury or they have Fire and Ice, yeah, they have another Fury. Well, that's very lethal. That's like super lethal. Oh, wow. Still had all these. Still had all these. So these are good. And this is good. And these are not. And can't really get caverned. Are we doing a step here? I think we're doing a step here. Where we're never cutting the single Colossus. It's pretty wild how it was literally like the caverns was literally the difference between my opponent winning the game and losing the game, right? I think, funny enough, if my opponent had been on the play instead of being on the draw, I would have had a higher chance of winning. Because I would have been 1 card deeper, and my opponent would have been able to cast their thing on turn 3 as opposed to casting it on turn 2. So I think that if my opponent had been on the draw on the play that game instead of being on the draw, I think that we would have been more likely to win that game, which is very funny to think about. Got him to play Colossus? No. Keeping this. You don't have Blood Moon on 3. You don't have Blood Moon on 3. You don't have Blood Moon on 3. I'm gonna try to Jedi mind trick my opponent into not having it. You don't have Blood Moon on 3. You don't have Force of Vigor. You don't have it. That's a big draw. So make mana. Here's an amulet. Here's a land. What is this? They're gonna bounce my amulet? Maybe I'm getting forced here. And it's not like there's anything I can do about it, so. think I'm getting Blood Moon next turn. I don't think they have Force, but I do think they have Blood Moon, which we probably can't beat. At least not as our hand is standing. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna go double Dryad here. We already have Titan mana, so there's not really any reason to play the extra land here. Hey, Mayosha, how's it going? Oh yeah, fine. I'm gonna be here for a minute. This is only game number 2, match number 2. Does my opponent have Blood Moon in their deck? Question mark. What do we think, chat? Do we think opponent has Blood Moon in their deck? You have Force? I'm not hasting here, I'm just going to... Yeah, Force a Vigor, yeah. Force a Vigor, blow out both Dryads, that's fine. So now we get to haste. Because they can't tap me. We have a land drop to give here, which is pretty nice. Haste this bad boy. Swing 8. Say yes. So opponent goes down to 9. Gonna go down to 9. I have a land drop to give, so I'm gonna play this. I'm trying to see if I can play another Force into Blood Moon, you know. So I think I want the Heath. And Forest? This plays around Force plus Moon. I know I can win, and I'm playing around Force Vigor, as I literally just said. As I literally just said, I'm trying to play around Force Vigor. And this doesn't give me the kill right now, but it means that my opponent is virtually dead and Blood Moon doesn't do anything at all. They can Fury plus Blood Moon and I just don't care. I think this means that my opponent is 0% to win this game. Which is what I'm going for. Otherwise, I'm opening myself to my opponent having second Force into untap on Blood Moon, and I lose the game. But by doing this, there's no combination of cards that they can have that I lose to. And I'm doing this because I can, right? I think I'm far ahead enough where I can afford to do this. Like, I can afford to play it slowly and guarantee that my opponent can't win. If I were under more pressure or, like, Again, like if my opponent had like any other sort of out to actually winning this game, I wouldn't. I would just go for it and just try to hope that my opponent doesn't have it. But like, there's just no reason for me to do that. Yeah, exactly. There's like a combination of like, you know, I don't know, like force. I mean, it's as easy as force into Blood Moon, right? Like if my opponent has force into Blood Moon, I can actually just die to my own pack trigger. But with what I did, I simply cannot lose. I think I'm going for this. Because now I'm going to be on the draw, so I really need to find an answer to a Blood Moon. This hand is pretty good against Blood Moon for what's worth. So I think I'm keeping it. And I'm probably not going to play this guy unless I have to. So this is one of those hands where I am hoping that my opponent plays Blood Moon on turn 3. Like, my opponent going turn 3 Blood Moon is literally the best thing that could happen to me. Which is pretty funny. But I'm not going to expose this to like a Fire Ice or like a Bone Crusher or like whatever they play these days. Whatever these kids are playing these days. Also, maybe I should have, on the draw, maybe I should have cut 1 or 2 Sagas instead of the Caverns, now that I think about it. Blood Moon me. Blood Moon me. Damn it. So play Asusa. Play land, bounce, play Gracer, play land, say go. Trim Saga so much now it's starting to just feel like a game 1 card. I mean, it sort of is, right, Punt? I feel pretty similarly to it. Like, the issue with Saga is that it's a victim of its own success. That's the problem with Ursa Saga. It's just like, the hate cards against Saga are so powerful, and Saga itself is so powerful that it really incentivizes people to play these extremely good cyber cards that are just fantastic against Saga. And all of that ends up with Saga being almost a liability in post-cyber configurations. Which is very funny and weird to think about, you know? So I don't think I can go face here. No, I probably have to kill a Rhino. And then we're gonna get Furied, which sucks. Getting Furied here to kill the Dry is pretty brutal. So that doesn't really help me at all, right? Liberator does kill Shardless Agent for what's worth. Man, them killing the Asusa ended up being such a huge deal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just like double strike a Liberator. It's so awkward though. This is what I got. First strike damage. Regular damage. We're pretty dead to Blood Moon. What's up, Scott? How you doing? We're pretty dead to Moon. Pretty dead to Fury. Pretty dead to that one too. I mean, I guess we can just draw Primetime, right? We draw Primetime and we just win. Clap. This is what I got. Please don't force me. Boom. Interesting. Hoping to draw force. Well, this, so as opposed to what happened in the previous game, this game I'm literally dead if my opponent doesn't have it, right? So because of that, this game I'm gonna go for it. Sure, if they have force I lose, but if they don't, I actually get to win. And it looks like they don't. Sweet. Awesome. Timely top decks. Classic Titan draws. Yeah. I'm obviously pretty experienced in top decking Primeval Titan, you know what I'm saying? See you next round. I think we're doing it. Playing against a Yorion deck. Has the time come? Is the Colossus gonna finally shine? I think I'm keeping this hand against the Yorion deck. Would definitely ship it otherwise, but when my opponent keeping, like, with it showing me that they're playing Yorion. Oh no. Oh yes. The swings in this game are already impossible to keep up with. Stoneforge Mystic. All right. All the swings in this game. Bounce land. No bounce land. Never lucky. Never ever lucky. How many channel points to install a pull-up bar? I literally cannot do pull-ups, so I would certainly owe you that. Ugh. So this means my opponent doesn't get to play Kaldra this turn. Alright. I'll just mute for another bounce land. You wanna get cute with me, opponent? You wanna get cute with me? You get any idea how many of these cards I've beaten in my life? Do you have any idea? You think this is my first rodeo? Right here. My first rodeo? Pfft, come on. I'm gonna get you with that Field of Ruin. I'm getting cute. I'm not sacking. Like, come on. Can you believe this? You know, come on. Come on. Let's be real here for a second. Let's get real here for a second. I think there's probably a way for me to play around literally everything here. Sure. Could have never seen that coming. So my plan here is so I can, like, my opponent didn't play properly, right? Like they just showed me their hand for no reason there, and now I know that I'm good to go. But before that, by getting the Lurrus, I get to double Titan and Dryad. So at that point, even if they solitude one of my Titans, the Titan just gets foul. I couldn't just kill them, right? So by going for the T-West there, I am simply just... Again, I am so far ahead at this point that I can just make plays at random, really. But yeah, right there, I think it was the correct play, however. Now it's a little bit easier. Yeah. But now I don't even have to back for Dryad. Can just do this. That's the one, yeah. What's the saga? Sunhome. So Sunhome, saga. Double strike there. Double strike the other boy. Is this good enough? We good here? Looks like we good. All right, awesome. Sideboarding. We definitely want explosives. And I think I kind of want endurances. Explorers are bad. Caverns are medium. Got some pack to Rhinos. Yeah. The Titan player's dilemma. What land do I get along with this lethal Sunhome? Yeah, exactly. How do I even still had all of these even further my opponent that's already dead on board? How do I do that? Is there an EV and fail to find somewhere this turn? No, not really. Sometimes the BM line is double bounce and I just fail to find the fourth line. Just so they really know what's up, you know? Okay. I'm like super stoked about this hand, but like I'm not gonna ship it, you know? Giver of Runes. Decent draw. Why Endurance? Endurance just lines up really, really well against all of their threats. Why is this still in my opponent's deck? I got no idea. It's a good draw too. Awesome. You love to see it. You love to see it. Feel of Ruin. My bombs land. Thalia giving me so much value here, preventing my opponent from using like Ephemerate or Path to Exile. Boom. That's a hard way to do it. That's a hard way to do it. I mean, I guess they're sort of time walking me because now I can't pact. So I guess technically they got me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm still short 1 mana, so. No, I'm not good because I don't have double green. I have to cast the Grazer, right? Yeah. We don't have enough green. You can't Path to Exile. What's going on here? You know, like yes. Hashtag synergy. Yo, Ash, how you doing? Long time no see. I know I have the Dryad, but I have to... I mean, look at my mana base and tell me what is the combination. Like, this doesn't tap for green, right? Since this one doesn't tap for green... Yeah. We're still off green. Boom. 3-4 wall. 3-4 wall. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it even? Oh, you're going to give it protection. Okay, cool. It doesn't tap for 1G. It just doesn't. Do we want to kill Thalia? Thalia has been doing a lot of work for us. That is true. That is definitely true. Thalia truly working overtime for us. I could have played Grazer there and like do a thing, but okay. We could get, my opponent's last 2 cards could be White Card plus Solitude, and then I just get God. I am so absurdly far ahead at this point. There's just no reason for me to allow myself to get God. Yeah, my opponent... my opponent's really paying all the taxes themselves, it feels like. They're looking for that, you know. They want everybody to pay taxes. Everyone is paying taxes. Mostly them, but so, you know. They do say that the rich do not pay enough taxes. It is definitely true. Yeah, endurance is insane. Like the more that I play with this card, the more that I figure out that it's just worth it in so many scenarios. Sure. Let's make this extra lethal, I guess. Because maybe this wasn't lethal enough, you know? Sometimes you just have to wonder, is this really lethal enough? And then you think, I don't know. Maybe it is not lethal enough. And then you go ahead and you top deck the card that makes it the ultimate BM. Is it like Endurance did literally anything this game? No, it didn't, but I think it does enough in the matchup. I do think that it does do enough in the matchup. And again, like my opponent's hand was non-functional, right? My opponent's hand was just non-functional and my hand was fantastic. So like it's whatever. Like Endurance is for the medium games, right? Like the medium games where your opponent just like starts to get like a little bit of value with a Flicker Wisp, and then they just like, I don't know, like they get a Skyclave apparition and they like get your Dryad at instant speed of a Vial or something like that. Like this is for the medium games. Like whenever you're just trying to like pound for pound, this just blocks literally their entire deck, right? This is bigger than their entire deck, barring specifically Yorion and Kaldra. This is bigger than literally everything else in their deck. So just paying 3 mana to play a wall that just like stops their offense entirely can buy you so many draw steps. So yeah, good stuff. All right, opponent does not reveal companion, and we do not reveal a playable hand. Is this one a playable hand? It's more playable. It's just a little bit more playable than the previous one. So I think we're gonna keep it. We can go turn 1 Gracer into Saga, which is pretty nice. Take it from there. Gracer is the best card in Magic. It sure is in the conversation, you could say. I know which conversation, but sure. Also, J-Job 810, I totally missed your subscription, so sorry about that. Welcome back for the second month. Got top 4 with Amulet. Oh, nice. Playing against Tron. I wonder what kind of Tron we're getting paired against. Nothing we had, oh yeah, Madlua. Titan Tron. I don't know, impossible to know. Cavern of Souls. We definitely want to play the second Saga this turn. Like the question is, do I play a token? Token pressures better? I can't do both. I can't both play Azusa and make a token. So I think I'm gonna go for Saga because the Saga pressures Icarn a little bit better. So I'm gonna make a Saga token instead of playing Azusa. Next turn I can just play Azusa and make another Saga token. You've been winning along with Titantron? That's hilarious. You're a legend. I think I 5-0'd the first time that we played it on stream, and then I played it again, and I went like 1-4 or something like that. Like it was not as good. Yeah, if you Google my name on Titantron, you will find it. Is it maybe? No, there's no command. I feel like this is like a. Whoa. This is like a Titan Tron. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's here. Boom. Fantastic. Point is having some fun over there. Can we draw Primeval Titan? I think we're due. I think we're due top decking. We're due to top deck a Primeval Titan. It just feels right, you know? It just would feel right to top deck a Primeval Titan right about now. It's only fair. It's only fair if you think about it. It's kind of a Titan. Almost a Titan. Amulet of Vigor. So play Bounce Land, play Azusa. Play Bounce, play Bounce. I want to make sure that I can maximize my value here. Azusa, play Bounce. So I guess if they have Ulamog, I'm in trouble. But if they do not have Ulamog, I am golden. I guess Ulamog / Oblivion Stone. Ulamog / Oblivion Stone. We beat Ugin. We beat everything else. We beat Karn. We beat Ugin. The only thing that gets us are Ulamog and Oblivion Stone. I got a new brew. I got a new brew that I'm going to. Maybe I'll play that tomorrow. I'm not ready to reveal it just yet. But it was inspired by somebody who posted like the original combo in my Discord. Is it good Titan versus Tron? Yes, the matchup is very good for us. Has to do a lot with the fact that, you know, Tron just doesn't line up that well against us. They play a bunch at sorcery speed, and we are pretty good at punishing sorcery speed stuff. So opponent deep in the tank, and they're just gonna slam an Ulamog in. We are all gonna be sitting here wondering why the hell my opponent. Okay, so they just have Karn. So this probably means that we win. Take my amulet. Could take my saga too if you want to. I mean, they probably have to take my amulet, right? So this means if they take my amulet, These become 3/3s. 4, 4, 5. No, we still have lethal. Do we? No, no, we actually don't. 8. No, we do actually. Yeah, we do. That's cool. Yeah. So I guess they need something else like Dismember or something to kill the Azusa. Yeah, that's not the right one. That's really funny. I am all about adding insult to injury. I am all about adding insult to injury. I think that is just... It's the purest form... It's just the purest form of comedy. Is to add insult to injury. Again, this wasn't necessary at all. Like, it was completely unnecessary. But the fact that it happened, it just makes it that much funnier. The fact that it happened, it just makes it so much more funny, which is, you know, which is what I'm here for. In case you haven't noticed, I'm here for the memes. Big time here for the memes. Attacking with Azusa? Hell yeah, I'm attacking with Azusa. What kind of question is that, chat? So that one gets in there. That one goes face, face, and face. And we're just gonna get Vesuva and Sunhome. My favorite thing is how every single time I play against a Tron opponent, somehow I end up ahead on clock. Like, the amount of game actions that I take, I probably take 10 times as many game actions as they do. Is that fair? I think that's fair. I think it's fair to say that I take 10 times as many game actions as I do, yet somehow I'm always ahead on clock. Like, always. I never played against a Tron opponent that I wasn't ahead on board of. Lifetime. My entire life. Never been behind against a Tron opponent. Sure. Again, I'm here for the memes. That's the only reason I'm here. I am here for the memes. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I am here very, very much for the memes. So yes, second Colossus is getting in there. This hand is a little bit too slow for my liking. This hand is a little bit too bad for my liking. Colossus. So sad about having to ship that Colossus, man. So sad about it. Bottom the Titan. It's Colossus o'clock. No arguments here. Get in there, Gracie boy. Get in there, Gracie boy. So we're just gonna go get another growth chamber here. Yeah, Colossus is doing well already. Love to see that. Love to see that. Bounce here, play Azusa. Land, land. Gracer, of course, is gonna get in there. Still don't get why Colossus is good in this deck. Isn't it very expensive? Well, I mean, that's not... So, the issue is that, you know, whenever you're playing any card in Amulet, the thing is, would Primetime be better? And the answer to that question, the vast majority of the time, is yes. So the big problem is not that the card is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's never really the issue. The issue is that more often than not, it's just better to be playing. So I think I just want to maximize my mana here. I have not played any lands this turn. So the question here, I think I'm not gonna play Gracer. And I'm gonna hold it just in case of the Karn Plus. So they're definitely gonna -6, because, you know, this kills them, so. Have I tried the Wingate Saga decks with Titania? Yep. You can go check him out on my YouTube channel. I brewed on Naya Lands for a while. That sucks. That actually really sucks. The fact that they also had the O-Stone. So now I have to top deck, which is not where I want to be. Unless... Chat... I'm pretty sure that it is time. Drum roll. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Okay? Name Giant. Okay. 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 I would dare say that was not half bad. I would dare say that that was not half bad. So we can't haste. And we have a bunch of mana. We also have a Dryad in hand. I think I'm just gonna pass. I'm not even gonna play out this amulet, because next turn I'm just gonna attack at the Ugin, and if my opponent wants to save it, they're gonna have to crack O-Stone just to kill this. I would say that was better than a Primeval Titan, and we went off of only 2 lands. We went off of only 2 lands. So that was pretty good. I kind of want another copy now. That was really good. It drew like, and we drew very poorly off of it, right? Like, we drew a Dryad and an Amulet. Like, that could have been so much better. That could have drawn us into another Summoner's Pact or another Primeval Titan. Okay. 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 Could have been even better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, again, I'm still trying to like get familiar with the play patterns and shit, right? So I do expect that Colossus is gonna be better the more that I play with it, you know? The more that I play with it, the better that it's gonna get. So, can I kill your Eugene, please? What are the bots I use for training MTGO? I use goat bots. Just gonna kill Eugene. Always yes, always yield. Should I play more? This doesn't trigger whenever you play a land. This triggers when it enters the battlefield, and that's it. It's not that whenever this is not like a Tatiova, right? This only triggers when it comes into play, and that's it. Nature's Claim. Titan crushes Tron? Yes, yes it does. Okay, so token on instead. That's the 2/2. I think my opponent's in a crack blast zone, which seems fine. I'm still gonna fetch the amulet because it's a dead draw at this point. I'm gonna hold on to this Radiant Fountain though. Definitely gonna chill on this Radiant Fountain. So if we do draw another pact, we can go Colossing again. So bad with this. What's the link to your video on using MTGO? Forget how to make a trade binder and add deck list I want to get. Good question. So I think that you can go everything. No, Magic Online. Mystifying MTGO, something like that. I can't remember what the name of the. I thought that there was a command about it. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. If you go to, it's one that has like a Craterhoof Colossus in the Craterhoof Behemoth in the thing. Playing FNM against Tron or E-Tron with my blue-white control. Please recommend best cards against them. That's not how that works, Minomania. You have to tell me which cards you're playing. There's like a million. There's like a million different cyber cards that you could be playing. You have to tell me which ones you're playing. I can tell you whether they're good or not. Damping Sphere, maybe okay against normal Tron. I would not bring it in against any of the other two. Against E-Tron. So at this point, we can draw another Colossus. We can draw Primeval Titan. We can draw Dryad. We can draw... What else? Summoner's Pact, Tolaria West. All of those are good. I think Void Mirror is just bad. Imagine if we had Void Mirror in play right now. Crumble to Dust or Alpha Moon with my Rogan Triumph. Sure. Yeah, I mean those are obviously good cards. Well, are you building your sideboard knowing what you're going to be playing against? Was surprised you didn't get a T-Wiz when I tightened earlier. Didn't I already have another Summoner's Pact in hand when I did that? Every single time, man. Tron players take so long. Co-select Butcher of Truth. And we draw another blank. Cool, cool, cool. Just assume you wanted back up the 2 mana wasn't as important in the grand scheme. Well, but you have to be thinking about the fact that, I mean, at that point, we only have all of this mana because I packed it for Colossus, right? Otherwise, like, we would have 8 mana tops. And with 8 mana, I can transmute and cast Titan on the same turn. So at that point, I don't think it was necessarily correct for me to go for that, you know? Also, it's kind of insane how slowly my opponent has been playing. Kind of ridiculous, honestly. Is this lethal? It is lethal. So I guess I should have played one of these stupid grazers, huh? Okay, whatever. Okay, so get that in there. Cut that. And let's go. Colossus, Colossus. Yeah, we're keeping this. Opponent did not show me Force of Vigor. Do I want to go turn 1 Saga or do I want to not go turn 1 Saga? I think I want to go turn 1 Saga. So that it can pop off and find me an expedition map, which is what I really need here. Okay, doesn't do anything. Why are you citing out the last Governor of Souls versus Tron? Just wondering about it. Because it's an untapped land that allows me to cast my spells. That's it. Like, I don't necessarily want to go below lands, right? Wilt. Expedition map. Play this, play that. Pass the turn. Turn 3 Karn. That's not a Karn. Snapping this off. Oh, okay, cool. Just developing mana here. And now we can even go for castle. Yeah, in this kind of matchup, Cavern of Souls, like same thing against nice. Same thing against stuff like Burn. Like Cavern of Souls is just a basic forest. Not like you're just happy to see basic forest against those decks. Can figure this out. Can someone in chat help me? How do I add a deck list I want to get to a bot when trading so I can buy those cards from that list? You have to create a wish list. Wormcoil Engine. So here we want to go castle. Prime time. Unfortunately, we are going to have to go. Man, literally any land would have fixed this for us, but we didn't find it, which is pretty unfortunate. So I guess I'm just going to have to go for Stronghold here. And now I'm going to have to haste prime time, bounce this. We have to go to combat and we have to get I could get Valakut plus fetch land. I could get double Valakut. Valakut plus fetch land means that my Titan survives, so I think we're going to go for that. So they can block with the Death Touchy dude. And we can just fetch and kill it. We don't have Ghost Quarter. Take 8. And I think here we play around Oblivion Stone. Play around O Stone, so we chill on the second Dryad. Yeah, that would have been better, Punt. You're right. Fetching bounce land. Yeah, that would have been better. 100%. Fortunately, it's Tron, so, you know. All right. See you next round. All right. On the draw. Nothing revealed. I'm going to keep this hand. Plains Esper Sentinel. Okay. I think I'm playing Valakut saying go. Did you ever try playing Hogak in Amulet when it was around? Just curious. No. I don't think there's any way that you can really make that work, unfortunately. Would be kind of cool, though. Gracer off the top. Man. Well, I'm an idiot. Oh, hashtag sequencing. God damn it, hashtag sequencing. I totally blanked that this was a card that was in play right now. This is not how we 5-0, folks. This ain't it. This ain't it. 1, 2, 3. So it's not... If they go for plating, it's not lethal next turn. Trying to throw for the doubters. Yeah. My stock is on the doubters, so... So that's not 2-turn lethal. And they're failing to develop this turn now. So we're gonna go for Dryad. Play Dryad. And my life total doesn't matter, so we're just gonna go for this. Pass the turn. And maybe we end up being just one short. Second Esper Sentinel. It's not lethal. Ugh. So we prime time. And we 18 them? Really? Oh, that's lethal though. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay, sweet. Fine top deck. Yeah, that's an above average top deck. So it would have been lethal anyway, because they took the damage. They should have definitely chump blocked there. Because they have lethal anyway, right? Like, so these dudes are not doing anything at all. Valakut, Vesuva. About a face. Face is the place. About a face. Face is the place. Face. Face. Hammer time. Alright, unfortunately the Colossus is gonna have to come out this time. So we're looking kind of neat here. I'll probably cut one Asusa and another Cavern, I think. Do we win if they don't block, or is the line play Titan attack with triggers from Valakut? We couldn't attack, so no, the line is not to do that because we can't do it. I think I'm keeping this. There was no amulet in play that game. So I'm gonna run it out here because otherwise, I guess I can snooze it. Never mind. Sorry, maybe I'm just being stupid. I can figure this out still. Do I need to buy the cards after selling stuff I have from TGO in a different site? No, just buy them on any site, like whichever one. Like it just doesn't matter. You buy them somewhere, and then you can just add the ones that you want in the same site. Like you just have to add trade with a bot. Who won the first game? We won. Stoneforge Mistake. Stoneforge Mistake. Stoneforge Mystique. Surprised I didn't lead on explosive one. I have the force, right? Like, just don't even need 2 explosives. We just get to cast Time Walk here, which is pretty strong. So just plot this and this. Take one. It's not bad. It's not half bad. Okay, so does that mean that means that I just kill them next turn, right? And I'm gonna play explosives on 0. Do I play explosives on 0? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so now they're dead next turn. So they have this turn to kill me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna 20 them. Won the pre-modern tournament yesterday. You're playing it too? I didn't know that there was a pre-modern tournament, but that sounds incredible. That sounds absolutely incredible, so I'm jealous. Yeah, this looks pretty lethal to me. Amulet. Vesuva. Copy my forest. Dude, lands entering the battlefield tapped are so OP. Imagine lands entering the battlefield tapped. I love how we're finishing this game in the grandest of fashions. The absolute grandest of fashions. Transmute for Summoner's Pact. Psych! Didn't even need it! Oh. Didn't even need it. Colossus confirmed broken. Colossus confirmed busted. So good. Get your playset of Colossus, folks. Get your playset of Colossus, cause the card is broken. There's only one way to build Amulet Titan right now, and it includes at least 3 copies of Cultivator Colossus. And while you're at it, feel free to use my TCG Player affiliate link so you can support the stream for free while you do so, right? Free value. Alright, so obviously we 5-0'd, so the deck's perfect, but going even deeper than that, you know? Even taking it one step further. The card was actually kind of okay when it... Like, we cast it exactly once, and when we did, it was really good. We just drew blanks after that, so like we ended up dying anyway in that match, but like it actually almost brought us back into the game, and like the chances that it could have brought us back into the game were actually pretty damn high. We somehow just whiffed a bunch. And again, I could have gone one card deeper had I you know, if I had been familiar with the card, and if I had played around it basically. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm probably going to continue messing around with it. It's possible that... I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure that this is just worse than Tireless Tracker. Like, I really am not. I really am not. Like, if you're playing against something like... I don't know, like, what's his name? Like Taxes. Like a Taxes deck or something like that. Like, a deck where you want to play Tracker as a threat up the curve. Maybe in that kind of matchup, like Tracker is just better than Colossus. But like if you're bringing this as like, okay, I want to be able to kind of like shit on the Yorion decks, like this does that so much better than Tracker does. Like this does that so much better than Tracker. So at that point, like is this really worse than Tracker? Like I don't think I'm putting Tracker in my sideboard because I want to, you know, like beat Taxes. I'm playing it because it's a card that gives me card advantage against control and stuff like that, and Yorion decks, you know. So at that point, like I'm not sure that Colossus is just worse than Tireless Tracker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Punt. But like, it's a sideboard card. Like I'm not. If I were playing a competitive event, I would not just be jamming this into my main deck, right? But as a sideboard card, like if it is, like if those are the decks that you're trying to beat, like this thing kind of does that, right? This thing kind of does exactly that. So at that point, is it really a meme or is it just like a normal legit sideboard card? I'm not 100% sure to say that it's a normal legit cyber card just yet, but what I can say is that I don't know that it's a meme. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not sure that it's bad enough. Like I'm not sure that this is just gonna stay that. Like I could see myself registering 1 or 2 copies of this card in my sideboard in you know, in like an event or something. So something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. I'm probably going to continue testing. Maybe not tomorrow, or maybe yes tomorrow. I have to figure out. But I'm probably going to continue testing this thing and see what's up, because like it was actually pretty legit. Like I was gladly surprised. What is the cyber plan against Blue Red Murktide? Not die. Bring in endurances and just not die early and dodge Blood Moon. I mean, that's the reason why we're playing 4 Cavernous Souls, right? It's not a coincidence that there are 4 Cavernous Souls in my sideboard. Yeah, if Colossus were a giant, that would be pretty sweet. It's still pretty good anyway. But okay, sweet. Hope you enjoyed that. I surely did, because I enjoy getting trophies. But if you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.